What is it? What happened?
Sit down, Pat.
It's David. His hearing went badly, didn't it?
No, not at all. Everything went as I thought it would for David. I'm afraid the problem concerns you.
What do you mean?
Our friend Herbie.
Oh, no.
He amended his statement.
He told them I saw David.
Yes.
What do we do now?
Well, we can go on with the appeal. I'm still quite happy to represent you.
You don't seem very confident.
I'm sorry, I can't be. The court will take a very dim view of your perjury, and we've virtually lost before we've even started.
Sit down, Pat.
Something's wrong.
Pat, David hanged himself in his cell. He died an hour ago.
Give us a game, Bee. Look, it don't look like Pat'll be back for a while.
It's nearly an hour. Of course, I reckon Mrs. Jackson knows what's going on.
Look, I told you before, Smith.
She doesn't know.
Michael.
Doesn't take much intelligence to know it's nothing good.
Well, it'd be something to do with a pill, wouldn't it?
Oh, come on. She's already told you they had the gong.
Maybe the cops have come up with something else. Maybe they found new evidence that proves she's not guilty.
Don't be stupid.
Well, I don't know. After all, she never done nothing wrong in the first place, did she? Well, it wasn't her fault her old man lobbed on her after he'd done over the warehouse.
What are you up to, Latham? 5 minutes ago, you wouldn't give Pat the time of day.
I just reckon she's had enough of it, that's all.
Yeah, well, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you?
She's in shock. She should be dealt with Dr. Miller. She said she doesn't want to. Anyway, Meg, you're off duty now. Pat, what's wrong?
Shut up, Latham. She'll tell us in her own good time.
Good evening, and now for the main stories. There seems to be no end in sight over the problems facing...
How did you find O'Connell?
Dazed, in shock. You saw her yourself. You can't expect her to get over it in 5 minutes.
Have you any suggestions how we should handle her?
There's nothing much that we can do for the present. Grief is a very private thing.
What about the future?
I'd suggest that you handle her very carefully. She's gone through a lot over the years for the sake of her family. Particularly for David. I gather that she was closer to him than the others.
Yes, she went to great lengths to see him.
Oh, the arrangements for her to attend the funeral.
Oh, you'll have to clear it through the department.
Already done. No problem in light of her previous record.
Well, they could hardly deny her the last opportunity of saying goodbye to her son.
Well, they're not letting the father attend. It's amazing, isn't it? If the courts had only considered the close family bond, she wouldn't have been here in the first place. Still, there's no point dwelling in the past, is there?
We're so helpless, aren't we? Well, good night, Mr. Reed.
Yes, good night.
Calling us a day?
I've just been to see Paul Reed about O'Connell.
I was rather surprised she went straight back to the recreation room.
Well, that's what she wanted.
Is there any chance that she'll be able to attend the funeral?
Mr. Reed's made the necessary arrangements.
Oh, so quickly.
He'd been on to the department about Mr. O'Connell, but Pendrith advised against it.
Certainly seems efficient.
Oh, is there anything wrong with that?
No, but I think it's going to take more than efficiency to deal with Pat O'Connell.
Well, as a social worker, I'm sure he's taken that into account.
I hope so. With all that she's been through, it amazes me she's still sane.
The David O'Connell case took a surprise turn this afternoon. As a result of evidence given by Dr. Gregory Miller, Mr. Herbert Smith, chief witness for the Crown, changed his testimony. Miller revealed that Smith had visited his surgery during the time he claimed he was held
So
by
it was
O'Connell.
Greg.
Now,
What?
faced with this
Shut up,
evidence,
Latham.
Smith broke down and made a full confession. His revised testimony included evidence that O'Connell's mother visited him during the time he was at large. A late report just to hand, David O'Connell was found dead in his prison cell shortly after 3:30 this afternoon. There were no suspicious circumstances.
You see? It's all right. No one's to blame. No suspicious circumstances.
Love. Pat, it's better this way, Pat. Pat, he was... Well, I mean, what did he have to look forward to, Pat? 50 years in the loony bin?
Chrissy!
He's better off. He's better off, Pat. He's better off, Pat. He's better off, Pat.
Better off? He's dead! You bitch! Davey's dead! Oh my God!
O'Connell, this isn't going to hold up thing. Now get in here.
What's going on?
Oh, Doug!
O'Connell attacked her.
Nurse,
Oh, Doug, my head, quick!
calm down.
She tried to kill me, Doug!
Just calm down.
You keep her away from me!
Come into the hospital. It's not serious.
Off her head!
Give her a painkiller, bandage the wound.
I didn't
It won't
mean
need
to hurt
stitches,
anyone.
all right?
I was only trying to...
What the hell happened?
David O'Connell suicided this afternoon.
Sit down, Pat.
You killed him! It's your fault, David dead! And you killed Daddy! It didn't matter to you, did it? Nothing
Get her a
else along
sedative
you
before
told
she
us
does
to.
anything else.
You didn't mind what
Hurry,
was playing
Greg.
us.
And it's true that O'Connell attacked you.
Oh, she only grabbed my hair.
How would you describe her condition this morning?
Hostile, but she's grief-stricken. She doesn't know what she's doing or saying.
Do you think she's likely to repeat last night's episode?
I don't know. It would be wise to keep her under observation for a few days.
Thank you, Dr. Miller. I'm sorry you've been put through all this.
No.
Would you ask Meg to bring in O'Connell?
Yes, Mrs. Davidson.
Latham explained why you attacked her. Whilst I do not approve of the action, it is understandable. You also attacked a member of staff. I would like an undertaking from you that this will not be repeated.
Then you'd better not let me anywhere near Dr. Miller again,
Is that a threat?
if you like. All I know is my son's dead and Dr. Miller killed him. And when I get out of
In
here...
that case, you leave me no alternative.
To what?
You were to be released for the day to attend your son's funeral. In the light of your recent behavior, that is now impossible.
Anything else you'd like to do for me?
Take her away.
Well, how are you feeling?
I must have a hard old head. Hey, Doc, is the baby going to be all right?
Yes, of course it is.
Oh, here, lay off, Doc. What are you trying to do to me? Well, how is it?
Oh, you'll live.
Can I go back to the laundry, then?
I'd have thought that was the last place you'd want to go.
Here, what do you mean? I was the one that was attacked, you know, not the other way round. You sticking up for Pat?
Has it occurred to you that maybe you provoked her?
Oh, I didn't mean it like it sounded. It's just that... Well, what did the poor bugger have to look forward to anyway?
Well, I doubt whether the women will see it like that.
So they won't. So what? Anyhow, they're more